Hello, I'm Joseph Dillard. Welcome to our online integral deep listening video curricula, and this particular series is on cognitive distortions. A global label is a universal generalization about yourself, others, or life itself. For instance, if we say, "You're a real jerk," or "Because people don't treat me fairly, the world is a bad, evil place." Another example, Hobbes was right. Because some people act like animals, the human race is a Darwinian survival of the fittest. Or, she abandons her children to strangers. For instance, if you put your child in childcare. Why and how are these statements cognitive distortions? They are exaggerations, and exaggerations are untrue. When you say them, you make yourself wrong. You make it easy for other people to dismiss what you say because you've already undercut your argument. Global labeling also puts you in the role of persecutor in the drama triangle, necessitating an eventual descent into the role of victim. We don't use these global statements in dreams so much as we have conceptual frameworks that assume such statements. For example, if you see a fire in a dream, you may have a conceptual framework that out-of-control fires can destroy houses and kill you. You may see an attractive person in your dream and conclude that they are your soulmate. Global labeling also involves jumping to conclusions and overgeneralization. We do this when ambiguity makes us uncomfortable. When we want certainty and need truth, we tend to reach for the cognitive distortion of global labeling. For example, if you have a near-death or mystical experience and crave security, certainty, and direction in your life, you may use global labeling to comfortably and conveniently categorize your experience. It was God. God is love and light. God was communing with my soul. My soul survives death. While these may or may not be true statements, they're also global labels designed to generate certainty and comfort and to overcome ambiguity. Global labeling is another example of the ad hominem logical fallacy. Because we can't or won't think things through, we stop thinking and start attacking the person rather than the argument. Doing so is a sign of defeat. We've already lost the argument when we indulge in this fallacy. We just don't realize that we have. However, anyone who understands logical fallacies will recognize that you are merely demonstrating your ignorance and intellectual immaturity. Fortunately, you can easily reduce the impact of this fallacy in your life merely by eliminating the use of never and always from your vocabulary. That's because all someone has to do is think of one exception to always or never to justify tuning you out. You can simply substitute usually or often or infrequently or rarely. When have you used global labeling? Write an example. Now write an antidote for it. For example, here are antidotes from the examples above. You're a real jerk. We can substitute, she thinks I'm a real jerk. Because people don't treat me fairly, the world is a bad, evil place. We can substitute, because people don't treat me fairly, I don't have to believe the world is a bad, evil place. Hobbes was right. Because some people act like animals, the human race is a Darwinian survival of the fittest. Well, we can substitute, Hobbes may have been right. However, there's a lot of evidence that he was wrong. Next, she abandons her children to strangers. We can substitute, I'm trying to make sure that my children are cared for by getting help from childcare. Thanks for watching. See you next time.